Welcome to Master 2255 English Phrasal Verbs, complete course with 150 categories for fluency. Today, we've reached Category 118, Economics and Finance. Master phrasal verbs to discuss money matters. This set of phrasal verbs will help you sound fluent and professional when talking about money, budgeting, and financial decision-making. Let's explore 15 essential phrasal verbs for this category. First up is set aside. This means to save or reserve money for a specific purpose. For example, I'm setting aside money each month for my vacation. It's a great way to talk about financial planning. Next is cut back on. This means to reduce spending or consumption. For instance, we need to cut back on unnecessary expenses to save more money. This phrase is perfect for discussions about budgeting. Then we have cashing on. This means to take advantage of an opportunity to make money. For example, the company cashed in on the popularity of their viral product. It's about turning an opportunity into profit. Next is pay off. This can mean two things. It refers to repaying a debt in full, like I finally paid off my student loans. It also means that something was worth the effort, like all my hard work paid off. Then we have run out of. This means to use up all of something like money or resources. For example, we ran out of cash before the end of the trip. It's used when something is completely gone. Next up is bring in. This means to generate or earn money. For instance, the new marketing strategy brought in a lot of revenue. It's often used when talking about profits or sales. Then we have fork out. This is an informal way to say spend money, especially when it's more than you want to spend. For example, I had to fork out $500 for a car repair. It implies a sense of reluctance. Next is chip in. This means to contribute money to a group effort. For example, everyone chipped in to buy a gift for the teacher. It's often used when people are pooling money together for a shared cause. Then we have rake in. This means to make a large amount of money. For example, the movie raked in millions during its opening weekend. It's used to describe situations where money is coming in quickly and in large amounts. Next is splash out on. This means to spend a lot of money on something special or luxurious. For example, they splashed out on a fancy dinner to celebrate their anniversary. It suggests indulgence or treating yourself. Then we have break even. This means that your income and expenses are equal. No profit, no loss. For instance, the business didn't make a profit this month, but at least we broke even. It's a common term in business and finance. Next up is markdown. This means to reduce the price of something. For example, the store marked down all the winter coats to clear out inventory. It's often used in retail and sales promotions. Then we have sell out. This means that all of a product has been sold. For instance, the concert tickets sold out in minutes. It's used to describe items that are in high demand. Next is dip into. This means to use money from your savings or a reserve. For example, I had to dip into my emergency fund to pay for car repairs. It suggests using money that was set aside for other purposes. Finally, we have take out. In finance, this means to obtain a loan or borrow money. For example, he took out a loan to buy his first home. It's a key phrase for talking about borrowing from banks or lenders. These 15 phrasal verbs will give you the vocabulary you need to talk about budgeting, business, and personal finance. Try using them in your next conversation to sound more fluent and confident. This was Category 118 of our course. See you in the next lesson.